Ahoy, landlubbers! It's me, your Captain Vasco speaking, and welcome to Strong Week. I'm very excited about this for many reasons. One, it's always nice to play Resonance of Fate. Resonance of Fate is a great game. It is also an inscrutable game that is terribly difficult to play. I was looking up... Earlier today I made a tweet that I was going to be streaming this, and in it, I wanted to mention that I would be shooting fat gangsters, but I wanted to make sure that that wasn't going to come across as needlessly offensive. So I double-checked to make sure that Fat Gangster was the literal actual name of an enemy in this game, which it is, I remembered correctly. But that somehow led me to a post where someone was like, I'm in chapter 1 of this game, and it's too difficult. And there were 7 replies to it, and they were basically all get good scrub. Although many of them were also just do the tutorial. And I don't think that I could possibly disagree with that more. The tutorial in this game is also horrendously inscrutable and difficult to understand. I feel like the tutorial covers the concepts, but not in a way where it's hands-on enough that you will remember any of it. It's a challenging game. But I'm excited to play it, and I'm excited to be able to post something to the Renegade Constabulary channel. We've been having some struggles, and like I just said in chat, we'll talk about that some if people are interested in it. But really, we're just going to start from the beginning of Resonance of Fate and play it. And we're going to do this week and next week of my usual stream times, which are currently Friday and Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific. And I mean, that'll be the bulk of Strong Week. I'll work with Cotillion in his infinite graciousness to see if we can get these online quickly for y'all. And if this is successful and people are interested in watching a full playthrough of this, then we can spend many weeks of stream playing this game. We'll play it by ear. But for now, let's go ahead and get started. Just want to check in with chat briefly before I send that away to view everything in its 4K glory. Kay says he's watched the Raffle LP at least 4 or 5 times. That's a lot. I assume you mean the original one. Remember all the Resonance of Fate memes, but you also remember Whirlwind. Whirlwind's good. I like Maelstrom and Heatblade also. Eternal Sonata classics. My parents were just helping me reconfigure my my TV because Tech and some of my other friends secretly bought me a 4K TV, which is one of the reasons I'm excited to be playing the Resonance of Fate HD edition that came out 2 years ago? Is that right? Is it longer than that? But in that process, my dad noticed the PS3. He's like, what is this? What do you use this for? And I'm like, well, I keep the PS3 here because it's the only way that I could play Eternal Sonata. And they're never gonna make a remake of that game because it's too obscure and I'm the only person who loves it. But I need to be able to play it because it's my favorite game. And he was just like, I don't understand that, like most things that you say. Yeah, this is like a geometry simulator for sure. Gonna play this game 15 times to unlock Zenith difficulty. I've thought about, maybe it ends up being a thing that there's a season on my channel where I play Resonance of Fate, and eventually we get up to Zenith difficulty, which I'm sure I won't be able to beat. I want to say it's 2 years. It couldn't have come out in 2019. It came out in October of whatever year it was. I think maybe it's longer than that. Yeah, I think it was October 2018. That sounds right. Anyway, welcome. That guy Ben, I see Haggis showed up. I think I saw a new name. Quantumbit, hello. Alright, I'm going to hit the button on my magic box that switches to the home screen. I move myself to the corner that should cover the least amount of anything that matters. I do face cam here. It's live streams. Brand new game. I'm very excited. The original LP video quality is as inscrutable as the game itself. Oh yeah, because that wasn't even... Oh, I screwed this up. It was... What's the better one between composite and component? Because we were the worst one. When we were recording Resonance of Fate, we had the original... What was that thing even called? We had this weird box that we had to wire everything into, and we're basically capturing an analog signal coming out of the console. Yeah, that video quality was not good. But when we, like, originally played Resonance of Fate, we also played it on text like Purple Corner Death TV, where you couldn't read any of the information about the enemies, and we just gauged how alive or dead they were based on how much of the bar was visible in the wrong color. Yeah, we were doing component. I always screw that up. Because, I mean, like, who named component and composite? Also, a staple of all Renegade Constabulary games is that someone attempts to kill themselves by jumping off of something very high. I don't know why this is like a sub-theme, but it's real. This is my first time actually seeing the game in 4K on the remaster, and it's just very good. This is also, like, by far the highest population of human beings you'll ever see in any scene or setting in this game. The towns have a population of, like, 13. I mean, this scene is sort of an inciting incident, because it sort of explains how Leanne entered Zephyr's life and he was already together with Vacheron. Zephyr definitely looks kind of Uncanny Valley in the cutscene. Critchwitch, hello and welcome! This intro is pretty epic. Well, thank you for the lurk. Anyone hanging out is appreciated, even if you say nothing. But I'm always happy to say hi. Should probably show off the attract scene cutscene. There's like a bunch of them though. It would take us a while. For the next 16 seconds, I'm very alive. If only he had black hair. I mean, maybe that's part of the problem. Because I love me emo Zephyr. When are we getting BFF? So that guy Ben, if you take a look at some of the sub badges in chat, you'll notice that the highest level of subscriber gets a BFF on their narwhal friend. It's very good. I can turn game volume up. I'm playing a lot of games that like tend to be really loud, so I've got it default to pretty low. This will probably be a little better. Might be a little loud. Let me know. I mean, I assume that no one came here for the story, unlike Donkey Kong. Also, most people here have seen me and Tech in particular play this story like 3 times, minimum. One year and several months later. So basically, she was gonna jump off that building and kill herself and was rescued. That's really the main point of that. It was just very, very dramatic. I mean, there's still some video game edges to some of these assets, but the 4K looks nice. The color scheme is very bleak and depressing, but, you know.
Get ready to head out. You too, Zephyr.
Oh, that's right. Isn't it the remaster that has the extremely questionable use of quotation marks that Cotillion loves so much? Yeah, I'm really excited. What do you mean it's installed? I'm literally playing it. What's wrong with you, PS5? We are playing this on the PS5. Otherwise, my PS4 is too old to play this in 4K. I'm really excited to see Demolition's responses to this in particular, because he's been a long-time viewer of my streams, but I've never streamed this game before. Story mission was added to my story memo. An old man asks if I'm headed out for work. Meeting up at Cafe Chelsea, you say? What brings a person to a washed-up spot like that? Well, it's just a ways outside of town, past Rainy Bridge. Problem is that bridge is off-limits at the moment. You can get the details down at the Guild. You know the place, just down the hill from here. Just go left. I'll go left. Well, whether you realize it or not, Demolition, there's literally no possible way it's true that you've not heard of this game. You've definitely heard references to it, no doubt. But I'm sure I've mentioned it offhandedly and you just didn't have context for it. It's everyone's favorite staffer, the familiar staffer. Hey, good timing, guys. Rainy Bridge. That's what I was just gonna tell you. Seems the energy supply there is down. Whole place is offline, totally inaccessible. Because of course the bridge needs to be powered for you to walk on it. Because it's like the Jetsons or something. That means nobody's getting in or out of town until it's fixed. I posted a listing about it on the bulletin board. Head on in and check it out. Alright. Yeah, we are essentially the fan base for Resonance of Fate, particularly in the English language. One of the only reasons anyone knows who I am is because Tech and I were, like, the first people to, like, post video game footage of Resonance of Fate in English. It was very popular in German, and there was some amount of Japanese, although not as much as I would have expected. But it was, like, pretty much us for a while. The veteran staffer. He's not as familiar as the outside guy. Did I write the wiki? No, I just am a living database of useless information about this game. And even at that, I don't know, like, a fraction of the stuff in this game, because I'm, like, terrible with crafting and certain other stuff. Yeah, Omega Evolution sounds familiar. I think he was, like, the other person around at that time or something. You can find work on the bulletin board at the back there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Alright. New missions have been added. Bridge restoration. Use energy... Oh no, that's the description of our escape hex. Demolition, thank you for gifting us up to that guy, Ben. Cannoneers fired low. Oh, I hit the wrong one. But that button shows off the emotes that you can use now that you have a subscription. I'm very excited about all of them. My emotes are my children, and always will be. Don't forget to turn in the one watch quest. I'll never forget the watch quest again, Haggis. Probably. Best Gen 1 starter. Agreed, Ben. That's a secret Squirtle. You'll learn about that one later, since you're new here. So we got the bridge restoration, the point of which is to fix Rainy Bridge, because obviously it doesn't have power and you can't cross it, if that's the case. So we gotta talk to the staffer. So literally we go outside and an old man tells us to go to the guild hall. We go to the guild hall and outside a guy's like, hey, why don't you go inside and check out that mission? And then the mission says, like, go talk to him. There's also Lex's Knives, where this mannequin wants me to deliver tools to her chef's son up in Fancytown. And then we have Pest Extermination. I think that's cones? Pretty sure that's cones. It's been a minute. So there's some inconsistency about when you have to, like, talk to people to activate quests.
Hi.
There we go. I figured I had to talk to him, though. Ah, you saw the bulletin board. I'll fill you in on the details of the mission. Talk to me for a second first. I think it wants to show off you get this different thing. Need you to try to kill him with a knife. That will never happen, Arcadius. It's literally impossible. I mean, I don't think it is, but I don't know how it works. I mean, I assume you have to be standing, like, directly next to someone and not use a hero action, which are, like, two very bad things in this game.
Hi.
Rainy Bridge is in need of urgent repairs, and everyone's up in arms about the blocked path. We need you to patch broken grids with hexes. Once the repairs are completed, report back to me. No mission is finished until you receive your reward. It's funny that he even says that because of the infamous watch scenario. One time it says, I once did a run of this game where I read all the dialogue, which means talking to every NPC in the game at least twice every chapter. How was that experience? Did you hate it? I mean, the knife exists, but I don't think it does anything because it's so useless. Yeah, hexes, the world map. Don't bother trying to learn any of this unless you're playing the game yourself. Because it's not going to make sense. You get energy hexes by beating enemies. You'll end up with like an infinite supply eventually, but it's really annoying for a while. Head out of town and hang around. Back alleys, you'll find some hexes. It'll be great. You'll love them. I got a perfect aid, which I'll never use. I might use like 2 of them ever. Remember the way there, just outside of town? He's telling us to go do the tutorial, which we're not doing.
How are you?
Hi, Rose. You've come along at the perfect time. I need your help, and it's urgent. My son is on his way to Core Lift 1. Please get these knives to him. Give me the knives. It'd be cool if you could equip the knife set for better knives, but they still wouldn't do anything, because knives are terrible in this game. Or to use 2 hands at once. I don't know if that's... Is that even possible? He says searching for Resonance of Fate knife gives literally no relevant results. Yeah, but if you look for BFF, then we're like the top 7 results. What's the other chapter mission? Well, there's this one. This is the one. Alcott's like... I'm gonna say Alcott's up this way. Not you. I must be wrong. Where's Alcott then? It must be like exactly the one place I haven't been. What have we here? I got 3 scrap iron from going the wrong way. Excellent. Doesn't this game keep track of like how much like playtime you've spent walking around with each of the characters? Oh, custom kit set this early is actually a really nice find. I don't remember there being quite so many like random pickup things.
Oh,
that's Izzy. Where's Alcott? Alcott's in this town, right? Isn't he in Evil City? He's not the guy we spoke to, is he? That was Elderly Man. Well, I've been everywhere. I'm gonna go do something. We'll find him later. I thought it said that he was in... It says the client's in Evil City, but that might be misleading. So he gave me... I thought he gave you, like, some hexes, but I guess it makes sense that he doesn't, because it wants you to do random encounters.
you look tough, but you're
Alright.
in our house now.
His house? No. No. Mistaken. Who do I want to take out?
I see right through you. Barely.
Getting some trophies.
Pretty loaded, dying to please.
Now, I will answer any questions people have about game mechanics, but I don't really intend to explain them because they're mystifying. But this first fight will be a chance to show off the basics. We're using hero actions instead of just standing still shooting things, which is an option, which is a little confusing at the start of the game, if you've never played it before. But we've got that little gauge down in the middle of the screen. Those are our bezels. That's the resource we use to be able to do hero actions, which limits what we can do for a little while. By killing enemies and breaking off certain, like, armor bits, essentially, you can regain bezels, like, mid-combat, and thus continue your hero actions and whatever. Once you've built up enough resonance points by having your members cross lines drawn by the other 2 members, you can do a tri-attack, and that allows all of your characters to essentially do a hero action simultaneously, like so. Of course, I'd already primed him up with some scratch damage to be dead, so I don't know if that really makes the point. Wait, Haggis, is that true? Neko met Nolan North and got him to sign a copy of the game? I don't remember that. I met Nolan North once. When I was working on a show for G4, now defunct G4, and they had him basically do all the narration for it. It's a bad shape of hex. I think I need more hex. And, oh my god, his sense of humor was like, so... Oh, it was only the one hex. I thought I needed to do both sides of it for some reason. Anyway, let's do the core lift. Yeah, I thought I heard something about G4 coming back. Hello, Lex. Would you like your knife set? Huh? Those are my knives? Whoa, you're telling me I forgot something that important? Anyways, you sure saved my job. Thanks. Thank my mom for me too, will you? Anti-damage. Great. But yeah, oh my god. And like, every time he would like flub a take of some line that he was doing, he would just like turn it into some like obscenely like filthy thing instead. He would just be like, oh my god. I like literally don't even feel comfortable repeating most of the things he said. It was great. It was amazing. He was Vashon. I loved him. Feeling when you realize you missed a call from work and no one knows why they called you. That's a weird feeling, Ben. I can do... Let's see. So you use hexes to build out your world map. Initially, like, you only have your hometown and a little bit outside of it once you fix the rainy bridge. And you, like, collect these energy hexes through combat, which you mentioned earlier, and use them to, like, be able to access more of the map. I think it's, like, a while before you, like, really get good shapes that you can use to, like, flesh out this area. Go to Cafe Chelsea and see if we can just, like, meet that one guy. But to answer the question, I don't know if I specifically said it. The show I was working on was, like, the top 100 games of all time.
This is an easy one. Just don't let it get damaged and you'll be
I
fine.
even did some game capture for that.
Done.
And I briefly appear as, like, an extra in some of, like, the arcade shots.
Mind the wrist. If anything happened to you, where would that leave us? God only gave you one body.
Volume's still good?
Take care of it.
I'll try to remember that.
The Cardinal will remember that. I got an attaché case. The music in this game is fantastic, by the way. It's very good. Cotillion got me the soundtrack to this game. It's very good. Hello, Cat. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Resonance of Fate, obviously. It's Strong Week. It's actually not. Strong Week starts on Monday. Or actually, it technically starts Sunday, which is the only day this weekend I'm not streaming, hilariously. It's true, I have lots of bit parts in various things. I am also a sassy pharmacist from a college video that people only know because I told them about it. There's no way anyone would find out about that otherwise. Obviously the plot's self-explanatory, so I don't assume anyone will have any questions about it.
Control of resources. Longevity. What else does Zenith's providence hold for us?
If it weren't for the video game hair, like, this would just be on point, man. Crit Twitch, explain to me why you were troubled by that scene. So this is that, like, vermin clear mission, yeah? So I guess I just don't have to pick that one up. Yeah, that's just telling me I finished fixing the bridge. Alright, let's fight.
Won't take much to beat these into submission.
I should switch the team around so my scratch damage person is in the middle.
You want some of this?
Slow on the trigger there. Oh, I was mashing X. You gotta get auto trigger, I think it's called? Gotta get auto trigger. That one's gonna take some damage. Do you really have the means to do anything about that?
Don't move! Take this!
Yeah, that one. Ow. I got that one bezel back. I got a little ambitious there. It would help if I had made that change, like I mentioned. So what's the thing I gotta do to keep them from ganging up on one person? Just change the shape of the triangle?
I can read your every move. You're hard to miss. You gotta sit back and...
Let's try this.
I see you.
We get him airborne.
I'm gonna blow you away. Eat this.
Airborne dog? I remember this one being so hard.
Crazy, okay?
Unfriendly reminder that this game hates you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no. This game definitely hates you. I'm way closer past them. Charge speed is awful. Yeah, but like... I mean, I guess if I run to the very back, I can probably take one of them out with Vashron. I actually think what I'm doing wrong. Let's try this.
You want some of this? You're hard to miss. That was your last...
I think the thing that I really want to do is use Leanne second, which means I do need to change the shape of my triangle. And if I do it like... probably... yeah, I'll just go all out on it. Good, it split the damage because there was a closer target. I mean, at least one of them went airborne. And now it's triangle time. We have 2 points. Who needs to be focused here? I think we want... I want to go this way. Yeah, this seems right-ish.
So long.
You gonna sit back and take it? This is
There's changed characters there.
some of us.
It's not something I usually do at high level play because it's extremely difficult. But we're fine. Yeah, I just needed to not try and get cute with the scratch damage. That was my bad. It's a tutorial in the arena. Yeah, I was talking about it before. Like, I feel like all the information's in the tutorial, but it's still, like, impossible to understand. I mean, I agree with you, Haggis. Haggis says, you know what I really dug? There's no tutorial for triangles and resonance points. Like, I feel like they mention tri-attacks, but I don't feel like they go into a lot of detail about how they work. And, like, you're never gonna beat this game without them. Although, like, the first time Tech and I played this game, before we even recorded it, we got to something like wow, I really gotta turn that off. That's really annoying. Why is it updating all the games all the time, by the way? But yeah, like, we got up to, like, chapter, like, 10 or 11 or something before we even figured out how tri-attacks work. So you can imagine how much fun we had playing the game up till that point.
Won't take much to beat these into submission.
We got, like, really close. Oh no, I mean, the last time Cyberpunk updated, I heard they added, like, a major bug that hadn't previously been in the game. And I was like, you know what, somehow that tracks.
Gotta be kidding.
I've only played a little bit of Cyberpunk so far.
Too late.
This time I don't have to kill all of the guys because there was a leader. If you kill the leader, you evoke a leader assault, and everyone else just, like, gives up. I need to go to this. What have we here? Glass shard ×1. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking of it, how do I do this again? Change order. So, Vashron is in the middle. Do I want that for now? Scratch damage isn't great at this level. I'll do it anyway. I think that's what I want. Hello, familiar staffer. Yo, it looks like Rainy Bridge is back to open traffic again. Remember, a mission isn't finished when you achieve the objective. When you get paid for your trouble, that's when a mission is truly done. What a cynical man. Oh yeah, don't even think about gun customization. Can someone find that really good image of like a fully optimized gun from this game for demolition? I remember like when Tech and I were like trying to like upgrade like live during an episode. Like, one of us found that image and we were both like, oh no. Oh no, is this what it's supposed to be? Oh no. Well, this is a great line, also. Don't be a dingbat and pull the bonehead move of doing a mission and then not collecting a reward. I really do remember the game, like, driving that home so much. Like, visit Cafe Chelsea, collect a parcel from Sullivan, and see that it is delivered to my home in Chandelier. Got it. So all we gotta do is hex our way over there, yeah? Waiting for the spring sale for Cyberpunk. I had it on my Christmas list. I've only played a little bit. I will say that, like, I mean, obviously, based on things that are known, like, it was definitely optimized for PC, but, like, trying to play it on console, I'm like, oh yeah, they give, like, no consideration to the control scheme porting over to console, like, basically at all. That's right, EV Point Master, it's Strong Week! I mean, like, technically, we're celebrating early, because as we all know, Strong Week is the first full week of February. Oh my god. Welcome, EV Point Master, how are you doing? Let's visit Pater. Everyone loves Pater. Do I have to talk to his guy or do I just go in? Go in. Look, it's Pater. Love him. Love this man. Look how nice that looks. I'm using the nice Elgato, the one that does 4K. It's not streaming in 4K,
really
but it still translates.
I think,
Hold it up to the light.
I don't know how he's supposed to know how the quartz works in this game. So quartz has, like, almost religious significance in this game because God is a clock.
What's happening? What's going on? Look.
It's like, his, like, shaved hair at the back of his head looks a little weird in the 4K.
so what do you think? Is that proof enough for you?
But so this quartz is linked to Pater. If something happens to the quartz, he dies, and vice versa. That's why when you hold the quartz up to the light, his eyes glow. It's not really a plot point, it's just kind of cool. I like that the Zenith Bucks have, like, gears and stuff on them. Looks like you managed that errand alright. Let's go back to base. I like that it says that as if it's gonna, like, warp us back to base, and then it just definitely doesn't. So that's like all the missions, right? Or are there... I want to say there's, like, cone guys on Rainy Bridge, like, now that I've done that or something. I might be thinking of a different chapter.
I suppose it was a pretty jewel, but is it worth getting that excited over?
Haven't heard the stories? Every man, woman, and child in this world has their own stone. Find it and live a long, happy life. Or so they say.
Is that right? Oh, what a charming story.
Your very own star from the heavens.
Quartz is mined from rocks that are on the ceilings of mines in this enormous Sky Town
Very
tower.
own star.
I don't know if this is supposed to be funny, but it always makes me laugh. Like, looking up at the actual stars, and she's like, your very own
Stars don't come
star.
cheap, though.
And then the ceiling
It takes
closes,
plenty
and
of
there's this, like,
cold,
hideous
hard
cartoon
cash to make
star.
dreams like that come true.
Is
can
it
actually,
really
like,
a dream if you can just
read
buy
these
it?
signs in 4K.
Maybe it is.
They're pretty generic.
Maybe it isn't.
We're not just in like a steampunk town, by the way. We're in the sky town of Basel, which is just like an enormous tower, like in the sky. It's all connected by elevators and stuff, which is why we get an emphasis on that. And if you pay attention to the world map, everyone's like ants down there. Yeah, Basel is complicated. Okay, did everything, just making sure. Advance to the next chapter? Yes. Prologue end. Prologue trophy. Would you like to save? I would! As is tradition, we will start saving on 3, so that eventually we might save the Christmas chapter for future use.
Zephyr! Lunch is ready! Oh, wake up already! Do you know what time it is?
I was getting ready to go out.
What?
Love that line, so good.
Out? Out where?
I was getting ready to go out.
Catch you later.
What? Wait, where are you going?
Almost missed this. Quantum had said there's an entire Basel alphabet. I haven't seen anyone make a translation chart for it. I didn't even realize that. I mean, I realized there was, like, fake script in places, but I didn't realize, like, there was, like, an actual language. Are you sure it, like, translates to anything? Okay, Leanne's voice actor does great whats. She was well cast for this because her character in this game is, like, nothing but, like, what? What do we have as chapter mission? The garden party. Join me for tea. Let's go down the hill to the guild house. I know, blonde Zephyr drives me crazy. I hate how long it takes to get him emo. The alphabet is basically a very fancy way of writing regular English. That's an interesting choice. Power station checkup. Use the power station. Don't you just hex to it? Come talk to him. Okay. Act of kindness. I'm gonna pray up the shop. Come see me during the day. Okay. I will do both of those things. There is a day-night cycle. It matters rarely, but it exists. Yo, I take it you checked out the bulletin board. The feed from the Hughes power station's been unstable lately. They want an investigation before there's real trouble. So I need you folks to make me a path to the station. All you do is lay down energy hexes, right? Once you build the path to the Hughes power station, be sure to report back to me. After all, I can't tell if the path's gone through from this end. Cool. You could technically do that in the prologue, couldn't you? Never really thought about that. Is there something actually stopping you from just, like, grinding hexes and then building that bridge over so you can just, like, turn that in at the start of the first chapter for some reason?
What now?
Continue, it says, boom! You're a path to the power station. Did it. I made you one. Here's Daniel. Didn't I give Daniel the really sad, horrible voice? How does it go? You're hunters, aren't you? Would you do an old man a favor? Oh, no, I'm remembering it now. I run this here shop for reasons of my own. I want to decorate my shop with dolls. Do you have any dolls at your homes? I'll take any unwanted dolls off your hands. Also, I have to run the shop at night. If you get any dolls, visit me in front of the shop during the day.
What now?
Okay, there's like literally a doll at our house, right? No, everyone loves this voice. I actually have no concept of how people feel about Sad Daniel's voice. Genuinely took me a minute. I remembered that he was Sad Daniel, but I couldn't remember the voice. I'm gonna double check. I might be misremembering, but I think that's supposed to be a cue to like search our house where I know like one doll exists. I want to say that's the bestiary, right? Brown doll. I guess this doll would work. I wonder if Leanna'd mind me taking it. Bongo the Clown. I bet you get different dialogue if you're a different character on the overworld, which you can change. Is Daniel's voice Igor? Basically. I mean, that's the idea, you know. Do you like all their, like, street signs? I mean, they say there's a bunch of streets. Like, when you hover over hexes on the world map, it, like, tells you what the individual spot is. And, like, a lot of them are, like, abandoned road or whatever. But, like, we see, like, few or zero cars in this game, so I wonder why they have so many, like, road signs. Let's go turn this into everyone's favorite NPC, Sad Daniel. Hey, what's everyone's actual favorite NPC in this game? Might have to stipulate aside from Pater, because I assume Pater is, like, everyone's favorite. There's, like, not a ton of... I mean, I guess there's Gorigliano, right? Like, Gorigliano's pretty good. Hand over Bongo the Clown, you betcha.
What now?
Ah, you've brought me a doll. Thank you. I'll put it up in the shop later. And this is about my granddaughter, you see. I have her manage the shop during the day, but she seems a little frightened of the task. I know that it's hard for a girl so young, but it's an important life lesson. After all, once I'm gone, she's going to have to go on living by herself, except also with Bongo the Clown. If I fill the shop with dolls, I'm sure she will gain confidence from them. That's like really bleak. That's like really bleak. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fill the shop with dolls so she can like run the shop when I'm dead. I'm sure this creepy clown will make her feel better about my impending death. I don't even specifically remember that girl. Quantum says the redheaded girl who walks around outside the shop and disses you when you talk to her. That guy Ben basically says Gorigliano, what have we here, what have we here, what have we here? Oh, Anime likes the young miss. She's pretty good. Best character is Man Truck. I mean, Man Truck's probably the coolest boss, right? If only there was a legitimate way to beat the Man Truck, you know? Gelsey, or little girl with kitty dog. Oh, that's one. That's definitely one. I never ended up finishing Project X Zone 2. I got it, I played for like hours, but like, I think I unlocked the Resonance of Fate characters, but they kept like switching back and forth between characters I didn't know in them, and I'm like, look, I'm just here for Mega Man and like Zephyr. Like, I don't need any of the rest of this game. Alright, let's go hex up a storm. Shopkeeper's granddaughter is supposed to stutter, which the JP voice actor does, but the English one kind of doesn't. I don't remember her actual voice actor. I guess I remember her sounding shy. I definitely don't get the impression that she's like stuttering. So I need red, huh? How do you get your first red hex? Do you just have to like pick it up from random? Oh, it's Rainy Bridge.
Barely nicked me. Time
Okay, it's just barely nicked him, and I've like completely filled the man with scratch damage.
Gotta love that sound.
There are like a ton of unnecessary road signs on this bridge.
Not really a fair fight, was it?
Do I just have to trade in the hexes? I just don't remember where you get the first red hex. Does it help if I, like, do the other mission first? Cold Rift. It might be her. I'm gonna check that. I can't remember. I played this game a bunch of times, but a lot of the little details, like, don't stick with me. Stuff like that sequencing, it's just like, I know eventually I'm gonna play the whole chapter every time, so I don't think of those, like, sequence things. Which I'm sure you can tell from, like, various YouTube videos we've done, where I'm like, I know that's, like, soon. Is that even this chapter? I don't know. Greetings.
Hi.
This is Cardinal Teresa's manor. She's presently resting and not to be disturbed. Please come again another time.
What have we here?
Well, I'm gonna steal whatever this is on the ground. Oh, it's nothing. It's multi-aid. So, is that just... Do I have to come back at night for this? Is that why they, like, make a point of having the shop guy be like, don't come at night? Is because they want you to, like, learn that there's a day-night cycle that almost never matters? No, the clock just chimed, so I think it's night now. Can I go in?
Hi.
No. Now, the only things I have to do this chapter are this and the power station, which I can't do without the red hex that I also agree with chat that I think comes from this. So... It's not... Maybe it was already too late, and I need it to be day? Maybe I need it to be day. I can rest at Sweet Home, right? I don't have, like, energy stations set up anywhere. Sweet Home. Would I like to rest? Yes. If you recall, there are more missions at the board after you complete the chapter quest. I'm not sure if that's true, because I feel like it takes a few chapters for that to actually happen. But I might be wrong. Let's hope it's day. It's very day. It's so bright out here. There must be some Helios in the atmosphere. Skip. I thought the reason that we missed that achievement was we didn't turn it in. We, like, got the pocket watch, but we, like, didn't turn it in. That was my recollection. Wait, it doesn't seem to be standing directly in front of the door. I might just be able to walk in now. Okay. Cutscene.
Enjoying yourself?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Just how long have you been with us now?
Not long enough to be much use.
At least learn to cook. I'm worthless in the kitchen.
Weird smile. All
Excuse
cheap.
me, sir.
Dry it out as much
Cardinal
as
Teresa
possible.
has arrived.
You two wait here.
So why is it that Zephyr has 2 holsters if he doesn't even know that you can use both
So
hands?
good to see you again, Vacheron. Dispense with the formalities. Such displays ill-suit you.
Thanks, Haggis. Thank you for stopping by.
The boy is looking
Good luck
well
with work
enough.
tomorrow.
It took some
Hope
time,
to see you then
but he'll be all right.
at the next stream.
You reap what you sow. Who's the girl? She's not your usual type, is she?
She's also like
Zephyr
half
saved
his
her
age or
life,
something. I
and
don't
she
know.
followed him home.
Saved her life. The boy?
Yes, she's become something of a fixture now.
I've become accustomed to her face.
Perhaps he's changed after all.
If you don't mind, I'm here on business.
One
Of
of the
course you
holsters is
are.
for hot dogs? Maybe.
I can scarcely get down there on these old legs of mine. And I know you wouldn't go unless I asked you.
Got some like Cyber Sleuth overtones. We just finished playing Digimon's Story Cyber Sleuth last week on stream. There's this like weird running thing where like all your friends would like tell you to do stuff, but they'd be like, "I'm putting in a formal request with your boss. You have to do this favor for me now." It's like, this feels like a weird friendship. Are we friends? I'm not clear if we're friends. Oh, Teresa instructed me to give you these. There we go. Probably need them to get into Lucia. Use them if you come across any inaccessible areas. They're quite valuable, except they're the red ones, so, like, not really. Also, a station hex. I never know where to put station hexes. Let me ask you, Quantum, you said you did a, like, all NPC dialogue run. Did you find any, like, truly amazing, like, hidden gems by doing that? Do you, like, remember any? I mean, I'm sure it's tough to say. You said you have to talk to every NPC twice per chapter. EV Point Master, you say you saw a video of someone making an egg holster? Why? What's that for? Is it just so that you always have an egg at the ready to offer someone an egg in these trying times? Lower entrance. There's a story about Teresa's husband who pretty much only gets mentioned in NPC dialogue. That's kind of interesting. Well, hit a random encounter.
You want me on offense or defense?
Leanne goes both ways. Good to know.
Hey, save it, why don't you?
There we go. It's the classic exchange that you will hopefully not get sick of hearing because you will hear it infinitely whilst playing this game.
I see you!
Gotta love that sound.
Gotta love that sound!
Pretty loaded. I ain't
Greater than or equal to the number
This
of holes
was
in the
not my
beehive.
lucky day.
Let's do this first, I think. Is it? Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I found something. You're doing this mission because Teresa's legs are bad? That's a lie. Her personnel will tell you that she's very spry and healthy for her age. So she's hiring Vash to do this as a personal favor. That makes sense. I mean, I always got the impression it was sort of like Teresa and Vacheron had fallen out of touch, and so like she wanted him to sort of pay homage because he used to be friends with her husband, whose name I don't remember if it's specifically mentioned. I'll do this while I'm here. Elevator to 6, and whatever that is. It's like a glove that I'll forget that I have. I don't actually have to go in here, right? I think I just have to, like...
Around at home all day.
Ooh, but I can fight Spider Tank. But it's level 13, so I don't think I want to do don't actually remember what like my target level is at this point in the game. It starts to like feel more obvious over time. Since we're like level 3 to 4-ish, like maybe that's reasonable? I honestly don't remember. Let's go back to the guild house.
Hi.
You completed the Paths Used power station, then you're done. The others will do the rest. Sonic Chug times 5. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Demolition has hot chocolate. Nice. While we're here, we'll check the board. Everyone seems convinced that's how we will get the Pocket Watch quest. Why would someone build this? This is very annoying. It's like loose rattling mesh on top of like giant deadly gears. It's just not the best thing, I think. I feel like it's not the best thing. Sniff! That's the in-game sound effect. That wasn't me.
It's a fake. Yeah, real flowers aren't easy to come by.
Because we live in a sky town made of metal and roads.
To the right. Just a little more. There. That's it.
If it's pretty, who cares if it's real or not?
Zephyr is pro implants. Do I not have enough, like, regular... I think I've got to, like, try and get, like, one more hex. So I'm not using my red hexes to, like, get over to Lucia. And I think I have enough of them. Are there not encounters here? Why would there not be encounters here? The description probably says, honestly. Let's just, like, real quick. Anyone? One hex. One hex? Rainy Bridge? Rainy Bridge. It looks very sunny to me. Oh, I guess they took all the random encounters out of this game, huh? Weird. And yet, if I was trying to get to town, I'd encounter like 1,000 of them.
Backing down from a fight.
I'll never remember what chapter you can get auto trigger, but like, you gotta get that auto trigger.
Die in a place like this.
Like crushing a bug.
He ragdolled so hard, that guy. I got like a hex. I did that wrong. This is fine. We'll use this to clear out most of this space, I suppose. Hey, I got the Prelate's Medal. Spray and olive. I found that encounter I didn't want anymore.
Backing down from a fight.
Probably like use grenades in these random encounters, but I just hate grenades so much. I don't remember which grenades you get at the start of the game. To be entirely honest. No, I guess I'm just trying to catch everyone else's level up the Vasco anyway.
Oh, if that was wrong, I don't want to be right.
Oh, his gun's kind of like green and stylish. The things you see in 4K. It's so funny to play this game in 4K after playing it in just like whatever the opposite of 4K is. Like negative 6K. Let's save the game.
Good place to find some walking around money.
So he has the grenades.
It's all about having the right tool for the job.
That's
They
weird.
can't all be 45s.
So they're level 4. I kind of have to start with scratch damage because of how I've set this up. Unless I walk them. Let's do this.
Too slow. Straight
Darn. I did that poorly.
There. You shouldn't make fun.
I think I got a trophy for killing both of them in one hero action. Yep. Oh, I gotta level up Zephyr. He's definitely furthest behind because we've used little scratch damage.
Don't you think that
Jeez, I'm
sounds
sorry to
like
hear
a
that,
little
Ben.
strange?
I have
Don't
heard
know, don't care.
I have heard other reports of the coronavirus vaccine, like, not exactly having, like, specific negative side effects, but just, like, really, like, bringing on, like, soreness and fatigue and stuff. Did I miss Angel coming in? I don't see Angel, but I see the gift sub. Thank you, Demolition. Context, you work for Walgreens. That'll do it. Alright, so I remember this room sucking terribly the first time I was here, because I didn't know how to play the game at all. It was instead very bad.
Too slow. Power.
There we go.
Don't move,
Keep killing.
You're hard. You gotta sit back and take it.
So I got 2 resonance points here. If I was really good, I could have Leanne start running, jump, switch to Zephyr, and then, like, execute this whole thing perfectly. But I'm not actually that good, because that's really hard to do. I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna goof it. So get ready. Oh, and then blew up the other guy! Oh wow, that went, like, way better than I expected it to. And the best part is... Oh my god, I've disoriented myself so terribly. I think historically I attacked that spider thing first and blew up this barrel. Box opening gesture. HG High Barrel is a good prize. I don't remember specifically which gun part that is, but gun parts are really helpful. There's Angel! Hello Angel, welcome to the stream. You've got your BFF just in time.
Don't do anything, okay? It'll be easier for all of us that way.
Someday I'll be able to help. You'll see.
Let's see. So... remember their, like, attack pattern. I feel like if I just go at them, they're all just gonna swarm someone. It's obviously going to be terrible. I think what I want to do is try and lure the tank over to the others and do something similar to what I did last time. sure I'm targeting something that actually makes some amount of sense. The mention you go through? I did not see the mention, Angel. I'm sorry. Did I? Hey, this game isn't one of those, so I can check. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. Why did I not get a notification of that? I'm so sorry, Angel. I see it now. I don't see tech with you, but please split this amongst the two of you. Oh, thank you, Angel. I will make sure to do that. Thank you for the $30 and also for the resub, and thank you just for coming out. I did tell Tech that I was planning on doing this because he doesn't pay close attention to my streams. He has a child now. He said he would try to make it out between like this week and next weekend when I'm definitely planning on doing it, and we'll see if he has time for it, but no guarantees, but there's a chance. He may show up. At any moment, I'm hoping that, like, convinces the universe to, like, make it happen right now. Wow, that was terrible. That was not what I would have wanted. Interesting. What if I... I'm gonna try something ambitious. This is not going to work. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got his hat. Okay, I got his hat. This didn't quite work. I mean, I could like blow up the wall. That doesn't seem like the thing I want. That doesn't feel like the thing that I want. Note that both of my characters who have moved already are safe. They have the gun inserted into a cell phone icon. I just want to see what's going to happen. I expect this to be
So hard,
awful.
was it? That was your last. Too late for regret.
I think we might be able to salvage this. Somehow they just like never have ended up like actually doing the thing I've been afraid of. So like this isn't going as badly as I expected. Yeah, this isn't. I'm just grinding battle. Alright, this turn does not significantly matter. So it's not how I like. For some reason, I thought that was an equal number of turns for everyone, and then I was going to be able to move Zephyr again. So in order to move, I either have to spend Vacheron's turn and then move Zephyr and still have a terrible triangle. Like, I think I just have to take the tri-attack here and clear everyone but that one guy who's really far away. Even though it's a super tiny triangle, I feel like that is important. Yes, and I second my mom's sentiment in chat. She is here watching this. She's been watching Residence of Fate since the beginning, and like the rest of us, has no idea what the story is. When she says, Ben was talking about getting the vaccine earlier because he works in Walgreens. My mom says that retail workers like him and also Arcadius are keeping everyone alive, along with the healthcare workers doing stuff on the front lines. And yeah, I am certainly grateful for it because, like, I would be dead. like, the one place I go every week is like the grocery store. So like, it is important that there's people doing that, but like, you know, stuff like pharmacies are also super highly important. So like, who do I target first? Let's do this. I think I want to go this way. I don't know if this matters.
Now we're talking. closer to Zephyr and Vasco.
Got the Tri-Attacker trophy. No concept of what exactly that is. Like having everyone attack one target in a Tri-Attack? Could be that. Well, that could have been worse. It wasn't great. Let's try something. Let's try and get this guy airborne. It probably won't work. Very close to him. I mean, I just need Zephyr not to die, and I think he's regained enough health by doing enough damage that he's fine. Also this. I made this room look really difficult, but I didn't have to retry it. I feel like I've done that before.
Always happen to lighten my enemy's pockets.
I love to rob from the dead. Quote, Vacheron, 2021. Hey, what year do you think this game is set in? I don't remember if it, like, specifies a year in anything that, like, resembles an Earth calendar. So we came in from purple, right? That sounds right. Which means we want blue. Right? Where's that one hex white? I don't remember what that means. Does that mean boss is there? I don't remember there being a symbol for that.
So I can just bust all these guys up?
Knock yourself out. Better yet, knock them out.
Okay. Let's do... I think I want something like this. I think I want to veer this way so that Vacheron can cross the line. Nailed it. Is this worth doing? Like, it crosses, and Vacheron's not gonna get killed by it. But then I have to triangle immediately afterwards. I don't think that's what I want. If I do this, my triangle's terrible regardless. I'd have to have Zephyr cross up onto the top of the weird platform? Tri-attackers complete your first tri-attack? I mean, I've definitely used tri-attacks before. I guess it means, like, have the timer run out on your tri-attack, but that doesn't seem right either, because I had more actions after I got that trophy. I don't know how it checks that. So we're being able to hear the game clearly. I don't exactly know what that means. You haven't heard, like, 90% of these songs, but they're so good. Buy the soundtrack. Buy all their playsets and toys. I don't know what to do here. I feel like I've made this really difficult for myself. Let's do this. Let's just see how this plays out. And see. Okay, so... this is not a bad triangle, however... I think this is what I want. None of these, please.
This is it.
How's this?
Oh yeah, get one, get one! Yeah! Bonus hit! Get dumpster barrel. Hey, that went pretty much as well as that could have gone. Oh, and also it's Vacheron's turn. That's good. The game specifies in a distant future. Something says that Zenith operates hundreds of years without maintenance, so you guess it's been a bit longer than that. Like, it's already starting to break down. That's a great point, Eevee Point Master. Angel Wright says, watching the videos through YouTube, all that was ever really clear are voices and gunshots. It's interesting. I guess that's like mostly an artifact of the sound balance. That was still true of the remaster videos. So I think I want, yeah, okay. I think the goal is like move Zephyr. Cross like somewhere up there. Probably like something like this. Then have Leanne cross to the other side and then push Zephyr, or push Vacheron straight across. It's probably the thing I want. Does Zephyr afford to take a hit? He can. Look, everyone's targeting him. I don't think I can actually do anything about that. By the way, we are already at Fat Gangster Enemies, so the tweet is accurate. Oh, I know, I totally agree, that guy Ben. I mean, like, this game is really difficult and obtuse to learn, and, like, I can understand people getting really frustrated with it, but, like, I really love... Like, I'm not really aware of another game that is, like, tactical in this way. I really like how all the elements come together. There's, like, some stuff that's, like, unnecessary, but, like, the core mechanics are really good and interesting. I actually got a shot on the second guy. What a ball. Ow. I mean, everyone's gone now, so that's helpful? Oh dear. Can't get quite as far as I had hoped. I think that'll be okay, but it's a little awkward. Alright, I just need...
You're going down.
No, changing targeting midstream is one of the most difficult things in the known universe, for the record. Okay, so now our options are bad, because I really wanted to shoot that barrel guy, but the targeting, like, juked me really hard. Strong, weak, welcome tech. Welcome tech. How are you doing today? Baby calls. Are you doing business with babies now? You have all these connections with your own baby? You're doing baby business? Okay, so Zephyr's sad. Thank you for gifting us up to Techozoric Demolition. Much appreciated. Up to 406 total. That's horrifying. It's true. Angel gave us some sick cash to split, Tech, and you didn't even have to do any work, because you just showed up. Nice, right? Okay, everyone wants to attack Zephyr. So, is the key here just getting Zephyr as far away as possible? I have 2 resonance points, so I would want him to go the other way. Down, down. Is that okay? I think I want to target this guy first and try to get scratch damage on him before Zephyr's out of range. Then have the others take him and maybe the barrel out? This isn't exactly according to plan. The barrel coming up the ramp the other way really goofed me. I did not get as much done that action as I expected to. So, what does that leave me with? I think my best option is to, like, have Vacheron get... This is gonna be a tragedy. Better off killing the guy, which I think I can do, even with this amount of distance. Get his hat. Alright, I got his hat. I think I'm okay. If I didn't get his hat, I think I would have lost. How's Resonance Fate on the PS5? It's very good. There are many Ks. There are so many Ks. I think I've mentioned a little bit already, but like the only thing that stands out to me is like somehow everything else being in like glorious resolution 4K makes the hair, like the video game hair, stand out like even more. Like I broke out the nice Elgato for this, even though it like doesn't usually play nice with my streaming setup, because like there was no way I was like not gonna do that, right? So now I can. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. And everyone other than Leanne is, like, good on health. I don't think there's any way for me to go up the ramp in such a way that I can try and get the gangster airborne. Or is there? That, like, kind of works, right? It's really sketchy, though. Oh, well.
Time to die. Eat this.
Alright, well, if I survive, I'm fine. Okay, that was the thing I was scared of. So, we have 2 resonance points, will travel. Yeah, this is more or less what I want. Boom.
Game over. Take that.
Do it. I don't know if I'm, like, rusty. These early rooms feel a little bit harder than I remember, but I am getting them in one try. So maybe that's the difference, is that I was just, like, trial and erroring it super hard before. Let's not forget these boxes. It's true, we mostly just use the Discord to talk with our college friends and make, like, rude references. I got some red hexes, which is great, because I, like, definitely, like, wasted one of my few red hexes that I owned before. Cool. So now it's on to Red Rum. I feel like, for some reason, I feel like the x-axis is inverted and wasn't before?
Anybody left?
No, nobody's left. Just me and these boxes. I think that's all the boxes, right? Let's hope so. Oh yeah, an escape hex. Everyone's favorite item. Single escape hex. Alright, it's Tarman. I'm gonna die a lot during Tarman. Tarman's really hard. Tarman's mostly hard because you're like super weak at this point. He's like a really straightforward boss, but he's reasonably strong.
Leanne, stay close.
What, you don't think the 2 of us can handle this?
Just focus on the fight, okay?
I remember there being like some combination of tricks to this. So like hypothetically, you either want to get everyone up on top or not, right? Because you want to be able to triangle Tarman. And if you get everyone going up toward the top, I think he follows you up there on the ramps. But the trick then becomes that you need to dispose of the tanks. They regenerate over time, and they have explosive barrels on them. But I think that's like the thing. So let's... something like this.
Oh, yeah!
Okay. Come up here, please. Not over there. Over here, please. Sometimes I still just randomly get this music and stuck in my... Actually, like, multiple Resonance of Fate songs. Including, but not limited to, just like the condition critical music at random points. Like Ben says, you found Resonance of Fate, or found Renegade Constabulary when we were still uploading Eternal Sonata. Even that was like a long time ago now. Oh yeah, we were talking about the RCA box before, because we were talking about how like, upgraded the visuals are from like the original days, and I'm like, it's not just the upgrade from like 720 to like 4K, but like the fact that like we were definitely playing on like the worst possible resolution. Like, everyone loved our early microphones. I honestly didn't think our early microphones were like that bad, but you definitely notice a difference. So, like, I made it look like I was doing this correctly, but I think I'm screwed. I also definitely did that wrong. I, like, definitely have to retry. What I should have done is, like, stood there shooting at him, but the problem is that if I do that, I still burn the resonance points. So how is it that I do roughly that same thing, but actually get him to go up the ramp? Is it that I need someone to cross the other direction and lure him up that way? I can try that. I don't think that'll work. Actually, I have a thought. Interesting that this time he's already moving this way instead of going the other way. Oh, I see. So that's different, huh? Okay. This is similar to before, but it's different in a way that I think is relevant.
See right through you.
This hurts Zephyr like a lot. Okay, so now I have extra bezels, because I didn't kill everyone all in one turn, and I have a second guy to get bezels from. Now the trick is, can I get Zephyr up on the ledge quick enough that this thing doesn't fall down and make my life really difficult? And the answer is, like, unclear. Where do I want to go again next? This will put everyone at equal. So I want to have Zephyr cross? Maybe not. I think I would rather have options in this direction. Geometry is hard. Don't fall down. Go the way I'm shooting. Okay, I seem to have nudged him. Okay, this isn't exactly what I want. No, maybe it is. Maybe this is more or less what I want. So Tarman's coming up here. Let's do... I'm not even gonna get one shot off on him, huh? That's it. Alright. So 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I want... Pretty sure that's what I want.
You're going down.
You want some more?
Too late for regret.
Here goes. Too slow.
You picked a fight.
Wasting my time.
That's myself for like actually making like appropriate use of bezels on these barrel guys up here. I'm not sure I've ever actually done that correctly. No, I don't need to do that now. So that being the case, I don't want this triangle to form. If I go here, then he has to cross that. If I go... She's kind of a bad candidate, but so is everyone. Like, no one is in a position that I want them to be in. Yeah, now I'm triangling again. This one's, like, one of the toughest things about the Tarman fight is just getting the early setup right. It's really difficult to do. Because, like, the way this platform is set up and where you're positioned and where, like, his ads start, like, it's really annoying. Like, they're gonna come, like, drop on top of you if you don't kill them right away. But if you do that, like, it also puts you in a bad spot. Plus, like, this time we got lucky because Tarman himself started going the way I wanted him to. Last time I set this up, like, reasonably well, but, like, he started going the wrong way, and so I had, like, no chance of ever killing him. It was really annoying. This music's so good. Buy the soundtrack. Something like this, and then I can have Zephyr Cross. Might be enough. That by itself might be enough. Gotta worry about Vashron a little bit. But he's close enough range, he's probably not gonna do his, like, Tar Lob or whatever that is. Which is, I'm actually kind of surprised he hasn't done that at all yet. Which is, like, good for me, obviously. Like this. Not quite enough, but with the try attack, I think I might have him. Oh, he's doing that. That's not great. This is it. Alright, that was closer than I wanted it to be, but that's a tough fight and I got it in 2. Is there anything in this room? I honestly don't remember. Also, the sensitivity on that scroll is like a lot, like, quicker than I remember it being. Alright, to the cutscene, I guess. I thought I remember there being, like, a box in here. If someone knows where the box is, let me know. But I think I got everything. Single escape hex, probably, yeah. Adjusting headphones for stream reasons. We got the single escape hex in the previous room. We did actually get one. Even though you have the flower, don't move.
If you can hold your own, I can use you. Everyone else is just dead weight.
It's very dusty today.
You must have said that 1,000 times.
It has such, like, a fanciful, like, dainty walk. It's very cute.
A lot of good men died here. But there aren't any graves. And no one ever visits.
How sad. Being forgotten like
If only
that.
it was like Monopoly Prison, and people were just visiting. No wonder we needed such a comically oversized rose.
Let's go.
It's just, it's very dusty. It's one of those, like, localized weather conditions, like haze in Southern California. Haze is like, the cars are extra bad today. I thought there was something to pick up here, right?
What have we here?
What have we here? What have we here? It's a fetid crystal. There's a second thing? I don't remember second.
What have we here?
What have we here? Multi-aid R-H. Well, it basically is nothing. I like that there's... like, whatever this battlefield is, it's all, like, collapsed buildings and non-functional giant gears as opposed to the functional giant gears everywhere else. There's also a giant sign that just says, Sweetheart. So we got that going for us. think one of those collapse signs also just said chapel on it. Does it ever explain what happened here? I mean, it's tough to say because, like, there's a lot of this game that's just, like, subtext that, like, doesn't appear in the game at all, but is, like, in the manual or is, like, implied by something. Whee! I mean, there's definitely, like, war stuff happened here, but it's kind of weird that there are wars on such a small, like, country, or whatever you want to call the sky town of Basel. It's raining sideways up here a couple days ago. I thought you were saying it was raining sideways, but also up. I'm like, that's just, like, reverse rain. That's just like a fountain, is what that is. The storm hit me. You know what? My roof didn't leak. Those of you who pay close attention might know that, like, 2 years ago, like, almost the entire roof of this room in particular was just, like, seeping water through, like, to where I am sitting. That was a horrible time. And now, this year, instead I've installed a new TV and, like, made a bunch of adjustments to make my work-life balance better, and also just, like, life is better. So, like, that's all cool. So if I... Yeah, this is fine. This isn't anything in particular, but it's fine.
You don't want to... Too slow. I'm gonna blow you away.
Once I leave this place, I'll have to switch weapons. Which I'll forget to do because inventory management is, like, the true boss of this game. That and all the bosses, because this game is really hard. And then there's that one barrel guy over there. You know that one barrel guy? Let's do something like this. Dude? Well, I could use a tri-attack. Wait, hold on, wait. That guy Ben... There's a plane. Enjoy the plane. That guy Ben says, Eternal Sonata and Resonance of Fate both have mangas. Where can I find them? Where can I find both of them? I mean, he's just like one barrel guy, so I'm just gonna, like, shoot him, I guess? This is a hot mess because the barrel guy didn't move, and I think he's supposed to.
Eat this.
And I think this encounter is designed so that when I go up there, he's supposed to chase me, and he just, like, didn't. Yeah, sure. How do you like this triangle?
Always having the life in my enemy's pockets.
You know, you read the Eternal Sonata? God, I can't imagine how, like, confusing and terrible both of those manga would be. And I desperately want both of them. Like, here's a question. Does the Eternal Sonata manga have, like, PowerPoint interludes where it tells you stuff that, like, I don't know, maybe Chopin could have thought about doing this one time? Oh, that's under the... It's under the Japanese name, End of Eternity. Yeah, that'll slow you down. It's not the sort of thing that I would have expected to be, like, made widely available in the States because this game is intensely obscure. I wonder if doing this backwards with slightly fewer enemies will be any easier. Be a little bit more gutsy this time and see how it plays out.
Game over. Time to die. Eat dirt.
Consume dirt. I think I'm just gonna have her focus on one of these guys, see if I can get his...
You shouldn't make fun. How about this?
I didn't get his hat, but I did kill him.
Pick a fight
That guy got his hat, but I also killed him. Now, I don't even need to do like another hero action right now. So if I run this way, that'll probably blow up both of those gangsters. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think they've not killed the super scratched up fat gangster. Everyone jumps to clear the wall. Just for safety's sake, I'll have Vasco do this. He should be fine regardless.
You want some of this? Too late for regrets.
He flopped so hard into that wall.
Talking.
That's interesting. That guy Ben says he's like 99% sure the remake of this game is due to Project X Zone. I'd never considered that. How popular are the Project X Zone games? Because like a lot of those characters I'm not like extremely familiar with. So I'm not sure like what the actual overall popularity of those games is. The only reason I even know about them is because of the Resonance of Fate crossover. EV Point Master, can you link that on Discord? I don't know if you're on our Discord. Can someone who's smarter than me and also not currently streaming find that link to the Discord that I never set up for our bot that's not good? Thanks in advance, whoever is responding to that. It's probably one of the mods, because they're the ones who know how that works. I know how to do it, but I never remember. Thank you, Demolition, much appreciated. Let's do... Is it just like the two guys? I think I just want to blow up this guy first.
Take that line down.
Ooh. Something like this should be fine.
Straight to
I have a second charge ring now, that's exciting. I also don't have auto trigger, and I don't know why I always act like I do. It's probably because the second it's available, I just like always have that on.
I see right through you.
He sees right through him because he shot him full of holes, you see. Yeah, Trias is really good at making really bizarre, non-standard JRPGs. I played a little bit of Exist Archive, but like... I reached this point... Oh. Safe. I'm safe, everyone. I reached this point where, like, I was in, like, what had been, like, a relatively big dungeon for me, and, like, I couldn't... There was something where, like,
When it gets messy.
the save point was, like, really far from the boss, and, like, most of the boss fights, like, hadn't actually been very hard, and then all of a sudden this one boss fight was super hard and not close to a save point, and I lost, like, 2 hours of progress, and I was just, like, not into, like, doing that, and I just never picked it back up again. Exist Archive's okay. It's not as good as Eternal Sonata or Resonance of Fate. That's a good point, Anime. Project X Zone was, like, inherently well enough received to get a sequel.
too slow.
Scratching like a level 4 goblin, even this early on, is hilarious and easy. Welcome to their room, everyone. I'm gonna let his turn run out. I want Leanne to do some of this.
Good, but don't forget the basics.
Let's get out of this dungeon and save our escape hex for when I never use it later. Sure. Map music.
My friends, let none of us forget.
This is such a surprisingly important cutscene that's like barely acknowledged.
She wanted a world free of suffering, and I swear to you, on her memory, it is a wish I will not let die. We are the ones who must make the change. We must banish that suffering from the world.
The lip sync in this game is all over the place. I've definitely noticed cutscenes both where it's like not remotely close and where it's like a pretty good match considering.
We can make her wish a reality. We
Oh, I
must
thought we were gonna make it a realty. I thought we were gonna be selling
Someone certainly thinks a lot
houses
of
and
our
stuff.
dear departed prelate.
not hardship. You know I speak the truth.
Look at that 4K flask. Now it sounded empty, but when he threw it, there's like a splash effect. Oh yeah, original language definitely Japanese. This game is very Japanese, if not inherently clear. Okay, so let's go... Do I have to turn hers in? No. Okay, so let's go to Yonder Guild House. Because everyone will definitely be mad if I miss this, this mission again. See, now, everyone keeps saying that this is the chapter. But I did the thing, there's no missions left. I don't know why everyone would lead me astray. I didn't think it was this early. Someone goofing with me? Is chat goofing? It's probably a good time to switch equipment around. I need to have someone use grenades. Just never seems like a good time. Remove this triangle. Give her the grenades since she doesn't have a new weapon. Let's see if I actually remember to have her use them at all, for any reason. I have some gun parts. I think I got handguns, something. Switch their locations, so when I automatically went to... Oh, it's also... This early on, it's slightly too heavy, huh? Hang on. It'd be really cool if it would, like, let me, like, manage the other items I have equipped. Because, like, I really don't... I guess the grenade box is heavier than the other items? I'll just leave it then. Can I cook the other one without bumping the weight up? No. It's like at exactly capacity, right? Yeah, I'm like at exact capacity right now. Which is weird. So I guess since he has extra weight, he will get the stuff. I'll split the difference. I'll put the dot sight on the machine gun for fun. For fun and profit. Alright, well I have a save file. if for some reason it turns out I was supposed to do the thing, but doesn't seem like there's anything else to do this chapter. I really don't remember much of the sequence of chapters. I think it's like 5 or 6 is when you hit the escort mission, which, like, it's been a while since I played like the late game stuff, but I still think that's like one of the worst missions in the game. It's very annoying. Advance to next chapter. Chapter 1 Endo. Trophy complete. New construction options. Save progress.
Been seeing more than our share of monster attacks lately.
So you think that's why there's been so much guard work?
It's a good guess.
Where's Leanne?
What are we watching?
The bath.
Aren't you a sweet young thing? Not getting cold feet, I hope.
Look how, like, terrible that audio is.
Another monster about to strike.
There's a lot of that going around.
Oh, you scoundrel, you.
Oh, something always happens just when things start getting good.
Oh, is Escort Mission really chapter 4? That's so early.
A
It's
monster.
so
here?
bad. It's like easily one of the worst things in the game.
Hey, not wasting any time.
Are you okay?
Just happened so hard that something completely unconnected was physically moved by it. Such power. Blackout! Yeah, Zephyr's dead now. He's replaced with Zephyr 2. Toyoga! If anyone gets that reference,
Come on,
you win the day.
Get your ass up here.
What?
Must have been some monster, huh?
Ah, give me a break.
So sorry.
Angel Bard says,
You see
"Did I just say
anything?
how refreshing it is to see Leanne and Zephyr
Funny.
without their
I was about to
accessories?"
ask you
No,
the same
can't say
thing.
that.
I
It's
don't
difficult
see
to
a
look
thing,
at Zephyr
okay?
without his emo hair.
Too small for a good look, huh?
No, of course you can say
What's
that.
too small?
You're a wreck.
What did he think was gonna happen?
Not a single light.
Maybe trouble at the power station.
They just quietly have these,
Yeah, I am.
like, red-etched
Good enough.
slap marks on their faces. Ashron also dead.
Hey,
Both of them are on
too.
clone number 2.
You didn't see anything, right, Zephyr?
He's good in the dark.
Will you knock it off?
I have heard that he's good in the dark. I have my gamma set a little bit high because a lot of the games I play don't look right on stream if you don't do that. Comes through a little bit more in this game for whatever reason. Let's be Leanne. So I just switched everyone's equipment, so they should be fine. Let's go to the guild first. Looks like the backup power's kicked in. Blackouts don't just happen, though. Wonder if there was some trouble at the Hughes power station. I mean, sometimes you get that sideways rain and it kind of just goes down by itself. Oh, you're headed there to check. And here, let me clue you into something. Terminals. What does that terminal by Hughes power station do? I don't recall. Why don't I take this too? Metal-coated rounds. There'll be a lot of mechanical monsters at the power station. These should work well for you. If you run out, take some scrap parts to the shop and they can slap together some more for you. Best of luck. Yeah, I'll probably never use them. I honestly have a hard time gauging in games like this whether it's my complete aversion to, like, relying on, like, consumable items, or if it's the fact that, like, they're not very good in this game. I mean, like, certainly the bullets and grenades are better than, like, healing items. Healing items in this game are, like, abysmally bad. New missions added. A father attacks. buff dude always hang out in front of the guild. That would be me. I mean, I don't think you should say that when you're, like, posting your own mission. And then Lost in the Darkness. Lost this notebook. Isn't it, like, somewhere around Cafe Chelsea or something? Need a certain material. If someone has the will, the way, and above all the time to help, give me a shout. These are pretty good prizes. I feel like I should try to get these. Outside, please.
Hard at work or hardly working?
See, my dad was attacked by the Papa Gremlin somewhere around Cafe Chelsea. He's feeling pretty sorry for himself. Something about having his fountain pen taken away. Yeah, that's right. In this weird, like, grunge, steampunk future, fountain pens are totally still a thing. If you happen to get it back, it'd be super if you could hand it to me. The other people I need to talk to are Izzy, who should be close, and Charles, who's at, like, the opposite end of town. He usually hangs out on this screen somewhere, doesn't he? Yo, could you guys give me help with something? I need some scrap machine gun MSs, but they're hard to come by. You think you can manage 3 of them? Yeah, all from the Hughes Power Station. Just making sure I didn't have them, even though it seemed intensely unlikely. And then I need that Charles fellow. Razzle Street. Razzle Street's a good name. You want to live on Razzle Street? Hey, you guys. Do you think you could do me a favor? I accidentally dropped my notebook when the lights went out. You gotta help me find it. See, like, give an indication of, like, where that was? I have to, like, fight some enemies to do that, or something? Oh, hex. Of course, it's like the one hex I didn't have completed over there.
I hope you put up a better fight than the last bunch.
It's a level 18 gremlin is what that is. Oh right, I switched him off scratch damage, so this plan of mine doesn't make sense anymore. I should pay attention to the things that I do. It might make my life unclear.
I see right through you. Just when I
got an airborne.
couldn't
Nice.
possibly get any better. You want some of
It
this?
would have been nice to get the bonus shot there, but I think keeping him airborne longer was good. I want to do the... No, I don't want to do that. I could get away with that, but I don't want to do that. Actually, I probably couldn't even get away with that. That would require me getting reasonably lucky. So I have 2 points. In order not to get totally housed, I need to either get, like, break a limb or kill one of these low-level guys. So that being the case, maybe I do actually take the turn with Leanne and try and kill, like, both of the small guys. I don't know if that's likely, but if it works, I can then cross back with Leanne, and I should be in good shape. It also works if I kill one and get their head. Which I think I just did. No, I didn't. Should still work, I think. Am I close to bumping that? Shouldn't be, but I will try to avoid it anyway. So kill this guy. Oh, got all the bezels. I'm in a little bit of trouble, because that's gonna hurt. But it's fine because I had full bezels when that happened. So now I've got a nice big 4-point triangle. We're probably fine. think I want to go this way. No, he doesn't have scratch damage anymore. Zephyr has scratch damage, so I want to go this way so that he spends the most time close to the leader early on. We'll scratch him up and blow him.
You're hard to miss. The possibilities are endless.
Time to die.
Everyone's leveling up, except the end for the animals. There we go, Leanne also leveling up.
You gotta sit back and take it. This is it.
Eat this.
Nice, we did it, and we got a fountain pen.
Battle? That was assisted suicide.
Harsh. Alright, so that's one down. So I get those by killing people in the dungeon for the floor. Where do we get the notebook? Where's the notebook at? I'm gonna turn that in. Thank you, Demolition. I was happy with how that went. A lot of these encounters are tough enough that I would expect to take multiple tries at them. Especially since I haven't played this game in a minute. So I'm actually pretty happy with how things are going. So you see in this pen to make it so precious. I guess when you live a long time, things take on new meanings. I'll get this to my dad. Here's a compact scope A. Do I now have the space to add this? And by space, I mean weight. The answer is yes. The notebook's not, like, in town somewhere, right? I'm pretty sure it's not. I just don't remember where it is. Is it, like, under a floor hex? And I'm supposed to, like, accidentally get it by... Do you have a hint? Cafe Chelsea or by Koi Lift 1. I will try those locations. Sir? Sororg? I found this encounter.
Lucky bastards.
Now this is some classic Rainy Bridge. Should probably switch my scratch damage gunner back to middle position. Leader assault, so what I want is... all targeting Leanne, hostile. Weird choice of target game. Luckily they're like not scary. That does help. Time for an assault to the leader.
You think they learned their lesson?
Look how they always say like really like brutal things while doing like a cheerful little dance. Well, I don't see anything to interact with here unless...
We lose power?
Missing notebook? Nope, haven't seen it here. I like though that you can check with the blonde and the blonde says something about it. I'm not sure if I ever noticed that before.
What's that?
I think I found something. That wasn't it, it was a cure kit.
What's that?
What's that? Dingy notebook. Can we talk about Cafe Chelsea for a hot second? So, like, Cafe Chelsea is prominently featured in a handful of cutscenes for some reason. It's also mentioned a lot in missions early in the game. However, it's like 4 tables and like a blown up building. Who would come here? There isn't even like a kitchen. What do they serve? I mean, wine's the only thing we actually see anyone like consume here, right? Why don't they just go to like the Chit Chat Noir? The actual like bar 2 floors down.
Come on, I can do this.
Double leader assault. That means that I have to kill both of the leaders in order to get my leader assault shortcut to ending the combat.
You want some more? Eat dirt!
You're gonna have more holes than a beehive.
More holes than a beehive. Check that one off your bingo sheet, everyone.
That was your last mistake. You want some of this?
Smackdown. What's the button I press? Because, like, select is gone now, right? What is it, touchpad? Use hand grenade.
How does this one work again? I won't take that lying down.
Pretty low to die in a place like this.
They bit off more than they could chew.
Hey, I'm not gonna remember that I switched to hand grenades, and it's gonna be awkward a little later on. Alright, so now I turn that into Charles. Night Demolition, thank you for stopping by and for some gift subs. As always, very generous. Much appreciated. Give him his notebook. That's my missing notebook. You found it, thank you. You saved me. I got a barrier padding. Barrier padding has weight, right? I guess Vashron has some weight to spare. It only weighs 5. I still don't think Lied could hold it now. Just vaguely amusing. So that leaves us with 2 things, right? Yeah, pick up the stuff and do the mission. Got it. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to do that. But hey, I got a couple gun upgrades beforehand, so this sequencing feels good. Feels like the right thing to do. His house now? I thought it was my house. This rogue gunman is not a very high level. Really just gunned him apart.
You think they learned their lesson?
Ah yes, random encounters as well. So is this an increased drop rate? It is. So that's supposed to help with the chapter mission, which is why they, like, kind of force you to do it. The other one doubles knockdown rate? I don't think I want to go to the trouble of messing around with that. That sounds like a lot of work. But let's... let's clear out some of these not-so-random encounters. Mary Strawberry 2 Deco, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry you're feeling exhausted. I know that you have been dealing with sleep stuff lately. I was hoping it would have improved by now. I think I want to do... I do want to cross like this. I want to be far away from the guys, so they're not all targeting her, I guess. No. I don't know if this was the right start to this. I think I want to have Vashron go next, because he currently has machine gun. These guys aren't as tough as I was figuring they were. This is... It takes like 2 volleys from her handgun, like... So close to getting that last one.
Don't move a muscle.
Right, don't have auto trigger. really tempted to do something sketchy here. After, like, grenade 1 and then, like, switch to Zephyr to kill the other one? I could just do that in 2 attacks and not risk something. Check out the sick triangle. Wasn't sure that was gonna kill him. That's why I got a little anxious towards the end there. Surprised that 2 like grenade kills at this level didn't level Leanne up, frankly. I guess the sleep is better, but it's making her sleep at night like a normal person, and she doesn't like it. I can understand that.
Now unpacking heat.
So traditionally, the way these like 3 sets of set encounters work is that 2 of them are essentially identical, and 1 of them is slightly harder. So we seem to have found the 2 identical ones. Do this time. Shooting you noises. Nothing's like casual, aggressive murdering you with a gun. Dude, just be dead. I tried so many times. Can you imagine if like ammo was like a finite resource in this game, and like how absolutely unplayable this whole game would be as a result? There's like so many bullets in this game. It's one of the reasons why I find it like especially amusing that like the ammo box exists. Because it's like this acknowledgement that like there is such a thing as finite ammo. But it's like, but then what about all the other ammo? Explain all the other ammo. Nope. Leave my Zephyr alone. This totally works. Oh, come on. I got this triangle, and I have 4 resonance points. Pretty sure we all trip over ourselves and die, though. I think what we do instead is... Right, that doesn't really work. I honestly think I'm just supposed to cancel and have Leanne, like, run at him. That's working differently than I expected. I thought when you canceled out, you've lost all resonance points. You only lose 1? Has that always worked that way? I only ever really tried doing that at low levels of resonance points? It seems unlikely, but maybe that's true? Oh, that killed both of them somehow.
That wasn't so hard.
Hand Grenade is like doing more damage than I expected to. I'm really used to having to scratch them fully before Hand Grenade does anything. Is she really not Hand Grenade leveled, by the way? That seems really weird to me.
I'm not much for backing down from
You like that super small triangle? I worked really hard on it. This time, I guess it's just 3 of the same encounter.
Now I'm packing heat.
Sure, this guy.
Here goes. I see you.
Oh, I broke someone's gauge.
Time to...
Remember gauge breaks? Rage breaks for the uninitiated create a break in a health gauge that acts like a limb or piece of armor being destroyed, and thus, when you cross that line doing damage through it, you get one of your bezels back. That might be an anime that I'm just used to, like, using the grenades later on, but I really wanted to try using them earlier in the game and, like, actually have those levels at, like, a normal time. Grenades are a really interesting mechanic that I don't feel like they give you enough resources to use, so it ends up being this weird way to, like, min-max your character level, and I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but, like, just using the grenades as grenades doesn't usually feel very good in this game. There's, like, some that have, like, status effects and stuff with them that are pretty good, but outside of that, not great. See if we can get this guy airborne, maybe.
Too late. Don't blink or you'll miss it. That was your last mistake. Too late for regret.
Now. Okay. I think I like this. I could do that. I don't know what it'll target next. I'm gonna go this way? Probably. Obviously, like, the least good one to play.
You're hard to miss.
How about this?
Got it.
Is that a smile I see, Leanne?
What? Was I smiling?
Our little Leanne has a sadistic side.
I don't remember that one.
I'm not much for backing down from a fight.
Double leader assault, you say? Don't mind if I do.
I'm working here!
Pretty loaded, I
You want some more? My house.
Oh, come on. I totally hit X. Rude.
How does this one work again? So long.
That
Still
wasn't
no
much
luck on
harder
that
than
grenade
target.
level. Just takes so many grenades to actually, like, do anything. Unless you're at higher levels, but then, like, the enemies are really tough.
Let's keep this professional.
Now I'm packing heat.
Something like this, I think.
Don't move a muscle. You gotta be kidding me.
I should be able to get some bezel action back from it, but I'm also going to take some dog damage.
Game over. Straight down. Time to die.
Kind of expected that to go a little better, actually. I think I want something like this. Luckily that dog on the right's just like hanging out, not doing anything. What do you mean directional damage? Well, that's interesting. One time it says, if you throw a grenade while jumping, the damage won't get assigned to a random health bar like with bullets, but will always damage the part that's facing you. I could imagine that being intentional, but... Because, like, I think the reason that guns do it at random is because, like, this game has a conceit that, like, bullets aren't perfect when you're firing as many bullets as rapidly as you do in this game, or as rapidly as it's implied that you do, that the bullets aren't gonna, like, always hit the exact target. But But like I don't quite know why it would be that the grenades like hit the thing closest to you. That's kind of weird.
Too late for regrets.
That's more like it. Skyward flying dog.
You want some of this? You're hard to miss. You gotta sit back and take it.
Wait, why did this dog get like some direct damage on it? What is that from? That worked both times. Alright, no items.
Too rich to get their hands dirty?
Maybe, but we aren't.
I think I want a wide triangle here. I'm expecting people to come down the middle toward me. I want to be able to like cross, go over the barrier and maybe triangle from there. So probably something like...
Game over.
More charge than this. It's so hard to get that last hit in without auto trigger. Mash X as much as possible. They're really not coming at me. That might make me reorganize my strategy a bit here. How would I want to shoot with machine gun? Random dog to just like get bezel security?
That was your last.
This is how it's done!
Ah. Keeping it just like a little bit off from like killing enemies. Stop throwing grenades at my Zephyr. Alright, what does this look like? Directly through the wall? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I think the plan is to run Zephyr straight through the dog. Maybe get this guy on the right airborne. That should get me enough bezels to have Vacheron cross to the other side. What a durable outcast MG. Thought I jumped in time, but I did not. You guys targeting Zephyr. He's not close and there's kind of a wall between him, but he has the safe indicator, so he could probably shoot through it. Although it says it's explicitly said in the instructions that jumping makes damage randomly spread between enemies' body parts. I don't know. I feel like it's sort of implied that's because bullets. That's my feeling. I'm inclined to agree with Eevee Pointmaster, who also feels that might not be a bug. That grenades work differently while airborne. Because, like, guns are the main mechanic, so it might just sort of be intended to go without saying that that's talking about, like, the main attack, which is shooting with guns. I'm not sure this will work, but I think it'll work. I probably actually want... I think I want to shoot Zephyr 2. But he's not at all close to attacking, so I don't think I have to worry about that. I think I'm gonna do this.
Always have to lighten my
Can I get airborne? I can.
hard to miss.
didn't think that would work. More that this would work.
Forgotten lovers outnumber the stars in the sky. Don't move a muscle.
Well, that's not the one that was... Oh, that was the one that was attacking us after. Oh, this guy changed targets. That's what... Well, now I'm totally dead. Because that guy changed targets. And that definitely wasn't what I was expecting to have happen. Alright, let's retry that.
Too rich to get their hands dirty?
Maybe.
See, again, I feel like I kind of got juked by, like, the AI acting weird. I feel like my initial plan made sense, but the computer, like, responded to it weirdly. By, like, not having any of the enemies move, and then having them all move off to one side. Like, I don't think that was, like, an outright error on my part. It just felt like that was a weird thing that happened.
Whoa, time out.
Thought that might happen, but I thought that was unlikely to happen. Alright, let's do something funky rather than just outright retry after how stupid that was. We will attack dog, which we know doesn't work especially well at this point. It works better than last time. Right, but I'm somehow down a bezel from where I'm expecting to be, so I'll just retry it.
Too rich to get their hands dirty?
Alright,
Maybe,
so
but we
like
aren't.
it's super cool that I like bumped the edge of the wall. Problem is, like, I want to be here, but I want to run so that I can shoot this guy airborne. But I guess, like, I just have to hope that the AI isn't, like, extremely weird again. It's like, I just don't know why. That wasn't even close to the wall. That one wasn't even close to the wall, though.
Too rich to get their hands dirty?
Oh my god.
Maybe,
Could
but
you,
we
like,
aren't.
cooperate a little? If I go, like, super wide, is that more likely for them to come at me? I feel like it's not.
Time to die.
I want to bezel back this time. We could do something weird like this. We could, like, run straight at him with Vacheron, and then have, like, the end cross the, like, terrible tiny space between them, and then triangle out the other way.
You gotta sit back and take
Like, this guy's the main problem, or I think he turned out to be the main problem last
your
time.
every move. Too late for regrets.
So taking him out this way, like, might fix what went wrong before. Glad I can shoot the box. That seems very helpful in this particular situation.
Now we're talking. How about this?
I got a shot off on him. That's not what I wanted, but it worked. How far away do I have to get? But this triangle actually looks like it makes sense without running into walls. This feels like this should work. However, I can't run this. I definitely have to jump this. Think is fine.
Oh yeah!
I can focus the dog to try and make sure I get the bezel. Maybe I can get this idiot's hat.
You picked a fight. So long.
Hey, that mostly works. So I got 4 points, and I have Vacheron. Can target like this guy to start.
Who do you think you're messing with? The possibilities are endless. And I
Now
like
we're
it.
talking.
There we go.
How about this?
All right, this time we got it.
I see you.
Oh,
You want some of this?
still maintain that first run would have worked if the enemy actually, like, came at me and didn't just, like, hang out in the corner like a jerk. Just one box either side, right? Whee! Box opening gesture. Some energy hexing. It's the path that's like straight ahead that leads to the boss, right? This room's super hard, isn't it? Yeah, I don't remember exactly how this one works.
Come on, don't jam on me now.
Now, I liked the terrain thing a lot. I feel like it's like a major factor in what makes this game interesting. There are occasions that you find yourself in a room like this, and like you can't really tell what's going on because the terrain's like really close to you and the camera doesn't like work that way. There's this technique. I just forget about this because it's so rare that I need it. So you got man on other side of wall, man sort of middle distance, man hiding right there. So like a direct approach seems really bad. And you don't seem to have much else in the way of choices. This also isn't the actual room I thought it was. Toward the end of this dungeon, there's like a room with like a bunch of those like machine gun gear spider tank things. And it has like similar terrain. It's really frustrating. This one's probably not so bad, but I do expect that it could go badly. They just like no good way to do anything the way this is. I don't exactly know what the intended thing to do is. I guess it wants me to like target this barrel, but like in order to do that I need some space to get a running start. I hope he's like moving the
This is how it's done.
Right, but now that, like, I can't jump over this wall without moving, and then that costs me the resonance point anyway.
No move a muscle. Hold that thought. Too late. Don't blink or you'll miss it. It's over.
It doesn't really make a difference if I use Leanne right now. I could, like, deliberately have her run into the wall and try to get a little bit of action from both the other two, but that seems kind of sketchy. I'm gonna try this.
Time to die. Take that. This the spot?
Time to die.
I am up on the box, which isn't exactly what I intended to do.
Oh, yeah!
Got his hat really good. Didn't get that gauge break I wanted. I actually think we're gonna be okay, maybe? Question mark? Can afford to run off this. There shouldn't be a punishment for that. So I can run over there, try and damage the dog as much as possible, and then if I kill it, shoot the guy who's hiding behind the wall to the right there. It didn't quite go according to plan, but it's close. Weird situation I've created. Would I rather do something other than this? I mean, I could use like a try attack right now and just not get a lot of value out of it. Might honestly be better than nothing. Alternatively, I could just give out the resonance points I have, run Vacheron to the other side of the line, and then create a better triangle. It sort of stretches between these guys. I don't know if that's great. I think that's my best option. I picked up whatever that was. It rarely happens in battle. So I'd rather target the guy who's targeting... Oh, neither one of them's targeting Zephyr. I'm targeting Vacheron, and that's mostly fine. I'm targeting Leanne, which is like mostly fine. I guess I'd rather target this guy.
Some of this? You gotta be kidding me.
Okay.
They get killed.
No.
Who do you think you're messing
I think I can work this. Get his hat at least.
You don't want to Don't do it, Russell!
Alright.
You want some more?
Steal his crotch hat. The hat on the wrong side. I believe this is the direction I want. Actually, is it? Because I can never run that way and... No, I want the other way. But I want to use it with Leanne because I want her to get more experience out of the end of this battle.
You shouldn't make fun.
That was your last mistake.
Done. That all got so good.
Time to...
I was born and here I die.
Woohoo, a box! Point Master says, by the way, I found in the manual, switching weapon section, barehanded attacks play a largely secondary role in combat. Yeah, that's
Anybody
a wild
left?
understatement. Like, barehanded attacks basically do nothing in combat would be a more accurate assessment, I feel. So we came from red. I think what I'm supposed to do is go to green, right? I think the boss is off by blue?
It's dark. We'll have to go by instinct.
I can see just fine.
Oh, that's right. You're used to peeping in the dark.
I didn't peep anything.
I'm just good in the dark, that's all. Don't put your weird baggage on me, Vacheron.
Don't move, Russell!
That's not exactly what I wanted, but I guess that's probably fine. What's something like this? And this is excessive. I'll scratch this guy up real good. Very simple. Most of the enemies in this room are extremely troubling. The dog's a little harsh. So I think I want to try and kill this guy and then hopefully switch to the dog that's in my path and see if I could get it airborne or something.
There. You picked a fight.
And maybe I could just shoot this part. That's a lot of damage. I thought this was a higher level. Well, here's another guy. Man's doing some serious work this round. I never get the last shot off. Okay, I have a plan. None of them is moving towards that barrel, so the plan doesn't work anymore. I will just shoot them apart with my guns. Guns, 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 cash registers, kill the gremlins. Leave my Zephyr alone, man. What's your deal? I feel like that barrel's gonna explode on me. Yeah, I think you came in just a couple minutes after Zephyr's good in the Dark Neko. Like I said, I think the reason a grenade would just hit the shield facing you is that when you jump, damage isn't exactly spread between all the parts. It gives spread so each bullet has a chance of hitting an enemy or a shield. Unlike bullets, grenade has one shot, so it'll only hit one part. But the question I have is, like, why would it hit the thing nearest to you? Because it, like, just the very nature of grenades is that they're, like, an upward arc. So they could, like, go over shields and limbs and things. It feels a little weird. I just, like, never realized that that is how they worked. In fact, I didn't think that's how they worked. I, like, specifically didn't. Okay. Let's have... Who's that? Just some creeper peeping on us? Peeper creeper? Not a huge fan of that guy.
Too late.
Blow up his wall.
Gotta be kidding me.
Come on, hit! Lousy stuff. How about this?
Time to die.
Definitely blew himself up with that explosive barrel, roughly as expected.
This is how it's done.
I mean, alright, dude. If you, like, really want me to just, like, go over there and, like, shoot you directly in the face, like... Guess that's how it's gonna be. You guys are acting really weird in this dungeon. It's like making like strange things happen. Like I feel like this guy doesn't normally just like hang out there and then like run away and like do like sketchy nothing.
That was your last mistake.
How does this one work again?
Grenade. Still didn't level. Because imagine a grenade hitting an enemy's hat, making a tiny explosion to blow his hat off, and the man being unharmed thanks to the hat shield. Yeah, I mean that's how physics works
Now I'm packing.
in this world for sure. I guess I need purple. For some reason I'm expecting green to be one of my arrows, and I can't think of why. Maybe because I came in here to green? There's not any, like... There's probably a much better way to scan room for boxes than I'm used to doing. Whee!
Watch it. You'll get yourself killed if you're not careful.
I'm sorry.
Yes, maybe a more conventional triangle and a less traditional approach to order of damage is called for. I think I want to, like, break the barrels off these guys suppose what I really want to do is break one barrel off this guy and just like shoot him airborne or dead. And then see what I have time for while I'm running. Then have Leanne go forward and do something similar. Although I probably want her to jump over the barrier and then have Vacheron cross and triangle afterwards. No, bonus shot. Oh, lame. He's still alive. Lame. I guess that saves the bezel. It's not the worst thing that could happen. Yeah, I don't want her to go super far. Or multiple. I want her to get, like, close to that machine gun Kelly monster. Ow. Ow, but he took his turn. Oh, that one's coming to party too, huh? That's probably going to be a bad time for Vasco. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I expected. That's also fun, but mildly annoying. So 3 resonance points. So I'm going to start with Vacheron, and I want him to go the other way, I think. Yeah, like, I've made a lot of assumptions about how this engine works over time. I guess that's why I'm, like, so thrown by, like, hearing the grenade thing. It's like, my assumption had always been that, like, most grenades... I mean, maybe it's just that, like, the grenades whose, like, focus is exploding, like, goes through multiple shields, and thus it feels like it's hitting the center. Whereas some of the other ones, where I'm sometimes confused as to, like, what it's hitting, like, don't have that kind of splash damage, and as a result... they just hit the closest thing, and I've never noticed that. Like, that feels very plausible.
Too late for regrets.
How about this?
Game over. I'm on a roll.
Nice.
There.
Alright, one down.
Too late.
Come on, hit.
I really want auto trigger super bad. Okay, so there's like 2 barrel guys left? That feels weird. What I want to do is have him run between the others and then cross back. What I'm not sure of is whether he has enough time to do that. I'm gonna try it though. Okay, that's plenty of time. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is like... something like this. So, something like this. I'm gonna try to kill this goblin who's targeting Leanne. And then probably pull focus onto the tank, if I can manage. Nope, well, that targeting system went a little bit wonky. It's interesting, like, again, the AI's acting really weird. I would expect this tank to just drop down, get really close to Leanne, and, like, fire at her. But because it's chosen to, like, stay perched up there at this weird angle, it can't really do that much damage. It's, like, acting really strange, in my opinion.
I see right through you. You want some of this?
So I probably want Zephyr to run towards it and break off the scratch damage that's there, and then have Vacheron try to fill up what's left and maybe scratch up the body sufficiently.
You want some more?
Don't blink or you'll miss it.
I'm gonna blow you away!
I can read your every move.
Take that!
Don't move a muscle.
sort of like drifted into the spider tank. I'll just do this the smart way.
Here goes. Don't move a
Yeah, shoot him apart. Shoot him so hard apart. Expected that to kill him. It did not. Cool jump. Let's just kill him. Okay, let's do... Okay. Boxes. Alright, I'm gonna go to teal first. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole dungeon tonight. I think
It's
we'll pick
dark.
up tomorrow.
We're counting on you, Zephyr.
Let's see
Every
if I
shadow
can
looks like an enemy.
clear this
watch
branch
the friendly fire, would you?
fully. Although, this looks tedious. Engine is pretty easy to use. For what purpose? Can change your gun stats. Change it to one bullet and attack from the same spot. See if it always hits the same body part where it changes. Oh, I see what you mean. To test how, like, airborne bullet focus works. There's a bunch of boxes in this room. Probably all a single escape hex. So that guy's behind a wall too, right? Or is he not? Not wall? Not wall. Those guys are wall. This guy's not wall. So, like, if I have him cross there, I could have Vacheron cross not very far to the right side. I try to take out the dogs first. Maybe that, like, lures the gun guy over to me and is slightly better. I'm not honestly sure.
Here goes. Game over. I'm working
Oh, darn it. I was trying to jump, but I got thrown off by the bonus shot attempt. I think that's good enough. That might not. I want to, like, not be in direct line of fire from the guy who's approaching from the left.
You picked the fight. There. How about this?
Smack the dog down! Weird that it wants to focus on those guys all of a sudden.
I see right through you.
Airborne?
I can read your every move.
Airborne.
Too late for regrets.
Airborne. Yeah, not making any headway on those guys, I think. So I think I need Leanne to cross. I want to go left so she can cross right. And then we'll try and do a big wide triangle over here. Question is, can I actually hit this guy? We'll find out. There's an awful lot of box in the way.
Eat this.
Just need like one bullet. Okay, that went well. Let's try something a little different for her turn. I hope she doesn't trip on the boxes. That'll make me, like, real frustrated. I'm gonna try and hedge a little bit. I really want to go, like, further forward. But I don't think that's right.
Death is better than
Okay, that worked. So I don't need to try the weird thing I was going to say. Probably wouldn't have worked anyway. Sweet, now we got Umbreon and Espeon plushies. Umbreon and Espeon are great. Nope, that's a trap. We have 5 resonance points. Do we think that with 5 resonance points in this giant triangle we can kill like one of these guys or a hat or something? I want to say yes. Let's think about this. So, Vasco on his machine gun. I kind of want him to reach here as slowly as possible, so I think I want him to cross this way, because I'm hoping that the gangsters are gonna like come my way.
Time to take that.
I got one of their hats, so I'm fine-ish.
You're going down.
That was your last
You picked a fight with the world.
Actually went a lot better than I expected.
Always having a knife in my enemy's pockets.
Now, the gesture of opening a box. Energy Hex times 3. MG High Barrel. Ooh, that's a good one. Almost any weapon upgrade you get for free at this point in the game is good. So I think I have to fight through the middle room again. Like, it's not
need to find
as
the
bad as it
generator.
was
Then we better
originally,
keep
but like
looking.
there's guys
The
here
only thing
again.
worse than seeing your enemy is not seeing them.
It's like one spider tank. So that being the case, I kind of just have to like lure it out, I think. So I want the ant to be able to cross next. So I'll do like this. This will do nothing. Actually, this plan doesn't work at all, does it? I'm going to reset without spending coins.
Why do you think the power went out?
Oh,
Right
weird.
when we were getting to the good part, too. Well, some of us
It's
still saw
populated
some
a
good
different
parts.
group of
I didn't
enemies.
see anything.
It's more enemies, but I feel like this is actually like a better arrangement for me, to be honest. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Nobody worry about the fact that I goofed that. Ah, that's awkward. So that did matter, huh? I feel like it shouldn't have, but it did. We'll salvage this somehow.
There!
Throw off whatever that fully scratched thing
You
is.
shouldn't make fun. How about this?
It wasn't as scratched as I thought it was. I think I'm supposed to... Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to cross, like, as far as possible with Zephyr, and then, like, cross at a weird angle next turn with him. Oh, but that doesn't work, because it's Vacheron's turn next. So it's Vacheron's turn next. It probably means I want to... Yeah, this is awkward. I think this is about right.
Don't blink or you'll miss it.
kill the tank and try to get the barrel off that gremlin?
I see you! Time to...
What you gonna want it? So close to that. Wanted that to go through. Thing I didn't want to have happen. More than close. What can I do? I mean, I can make like a really horrible triangle. If I do it a certain way, this actually could work. Because the ant should be able to kill that gremlin on her turn if she wants or needs to. She should. And then I have enough to, like, triangle this tank if it's not in dead range.
Too late for regrets.
Ooh, missed that shot. That was rough. Shut up, gremlin. I'll go, like, here. Yeah, that should be fine, I think. We need to hit this one. And then we'll probably get a present here too, for good measure. I keep expecting these tanks to be more durable than they are. They're not, like, easy, but I'm expecting them to be harder. Anyway, this guy should be...
You want some of this?
What have we here? Ever took damage from after that enemy was dead. That's interesting.
Let's not get too crazy, okay?
What are we looking at? Oh, it's Big Dweller. Dwellest. 2 spider tanks. So, like, I want to shoot these barrels. Those barrels will do mucho damage. And then, so, like... cross like that, that's like really terrible. Am I supposed to cross with... If I go out and cross with Leanne, then that still makes a line where Vashron has to cross the wrong way. I don't think I can do this quite the way I want to. It's so difficult to articulate strategy in this game. It's sort of like, if I go right and then I make a triangle, the next turn I can make a different triangle. The point is to keep making triangles. I wonder if the person who came up with the actual, like, concept of this game just, like, genuinely just loves triangles. This is like... I think something like that is the best I can do. The thing I want to do is make sure that I am targeting closest barrel.
Don't move a muscle! The ammo's gonna go a lot further now. Time to die.
Didn't do, like, as much as I wanted? In terms of damage? In terms of attack and defense? Trying to get this as close as possible while clearing the wall. Because I want Leanne to cross the other side of that, which is going to be really hard. Yeah, guy. It's like Tri-Ace as a company is like, guys, we're desperate. We absolutely need to start developing this game today. Like, Tri-Ace is gonna go under if we don't have a game today. And someone's like, Tri-Ace. Tri-Ace! And everyone just, like, stares at him. Then he, like, goes up to the whiteboard and, like, gestures for a moment and, like, thinks really hard. And then just draws a triangle. And he's like, triangle. And then everyone applauds. That sounds right. I think you're onto something. Pointed.
You're hard to miss. You want some of this?
It was like mostly dead. They're not using their guns. Wait, do these ones have guns? These ones might not have guns. Yeah, these ones are just slapping. think she can kill this one. I think we're fine if we don't kill it.
We'll take that line down. Now we're talking. Oh, yeah!
Actually did a surprising amount of damage to the Dwellers. I thought it was a little far outside the range of the explosive barrels to like really get hit by that. There's a weird angle. I want to make like a triangle that doesn't cross the boxes, so I don't want to go super far. How about bezels that if nobody dies this turn, this works? But like yeah, standing ovation for triangle. So I can try to get this thing airborne, but that's kind of risky. I don't have a lot of space to work with, and these things are relatively heavy, so I think that makes them less prone to going airborne. I don't like 1000% know how those rules work. I think there's probably an invisible statistic, but I think it's generally based on how expectedly heavy the character is. So I could just like jump over, but then I'm in like a tricky spot if Zephyr actually takes enough damage to like die. I was only doing like 200 damage a hit before. I think I can just like jump.
How about this? Pick the fight with so off. Won't take that line down.
This is going slightly better than expected. Oh, we actually killed it. It's going much better than expected.
That was your last game over.
Such guns.
Lousy scum.
This guy has a fanciful purse on the back of his armor.
How about this?
Whew, threat suppressed. For a second I thought she was gonna fall off that. Make it really annoying. Great, first aid. Love it. Definitely will use that, I promise. No chance that I will never use that. Because they're always, like, just absolute emergency items. Whoosh. Safe. The gesture of opening a box. 3 generic energy hexes. Well worth the effort. This room's clear now. I like a clear room. He's not gonna clear that, though. Close enough.
Pick a target, kill, repeat.
Okay. Yeah, I think I will suspend dungeon here. I thought there was, oh, maybe I have to like beat the battle to do that. I mean, I can just like rest mode the PS5. That'll be fine. Just, like, I don't think I want to get, like, this fight I think will take me a little over how long I want to stream. And we'll still be, like, halfway through the dungeon regardless. So, like, I don't think there's a huge incentive to push through it. Well, there you go. That is the first installment of Strong Week. I hope you have enjoyed being resonant with your fate. Holding your quartz up to the light and making your eyes glow and whatnot. It's always good to be playing this game. It's been a while since I've played, and like I have less experience with the 4K remaster. But like the only like major thing I've noticed playing this tonight is like the AI is doing like weird stuff I'm not expecting it to, which isn't like a huge problem, but it's like definitely caused me to like lose a couple fights randomly. Not that like losing fights in Resonance of Fate is like anything to write home about. You're gonna do it a lot, even if you're good. I'm like pretty good at this game. I imagine that like in the scheme of people who have played this game, I'm probably in like a relatively high percentile. but like there's also not that many people who've like played this game. Strong week. Does anyone know for sure what it is that guy says? We made like a whole fake holiday around it, but like I'm still not entirely sure. I think Tech was the one who said it's probably strong lead, even though that's like not a thing people say. Still not sure. It is most good. It is a most good game, and it's even more good in 4K. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. We'll pick up from the midst of the Hughes Power Station tomorrow night. Same bat time, same Vasco channel. I know how confusing that sounds. And we'll finish Chapter 2 and work our way through whatever is next. I don't remember the exact sequence of most of the chapter missions, frankly. But yes, it is time, for those of you who are not initiated, the end of a Vasco to Gamer stream ends in an attempt to locate a secret Squirtle. Somewhere on this menagerie of stuffed animals behind me, I've hidden a Squirtle. If you can locate it, I've been told that it's good luck for the week. So I invite everyone who's watching to attempt to locate the secret Squirtle while I enjoy some of this off-brand 100% juice apple for legal reasons. EV Master says, I like to think I'm pretty good at the game too, and then I saw speedruns of this game around 3.5 hours. That's upsetting. Like, obviously you're not gonna, like, do all of the story missions, or all of the hunter missions, I guess. You're not gonna do all the side quests. But, like, how are you able to, like, physically... There's, like, so many chapters, and even just, like, navigating the dungeon... do people just, like, have specific ways of, like, jumping over enemies and just, like, skipping them in the dungeons? And then aren't you, like, super under-leveled? That sounds awful. Kind of makes me want to look it up. But it also sounds awful. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these guesses so I can reveal the location of the secret Squirtle. Someone's guessed behind the Big Eevee, who's so frequently on the couch. It's a very good Big Eevee. Behind the pillow. Behind Ceratops. Okay. Any last minute guesses, anyone? I'm taking off the headphones. You know that means business. Business of finding Squirtles. Spam your secret Squirtle emotes. It's like a drum roll for this. Do it. Do it, please. Brr. Oh, standing up is so difficult. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think I'll start with Pusheen. I think that's probably easiest. This Pusheen the cat is pretending to be a narwhal, by the way. If you're not familiar, it's very good. The only thing hiding back there is slightly disgruntled Donatello Ninja Turtle. Just because he's going to fall over if I don't show him off. Behind this sturdy Groot is tiny Brontosaurus. Also very good. I have lots of good stuffed animals. That's how this game came about. Just put them on the couch, and then I was like, I'm going to hide a Squirtle somewhere around here. I'm guessing behind the Big Eevee. I think everything will topple over if I reveal that, so I will just take this opportunity to reveal that behind Ceratops the Triceratops is the location of today's secret Squirtle. So congratulations to Neko in chat, who managed to correctly locate the secret Squirtle. And as I've been told, that is good luck for you for the week. So congratulations on that. Your master says, for speedruns, they basically run past all the enemies and abuse the AI not to get attacked while doing so. There's grenades a lot because damage is fixed and your level doesn't matter. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't considered that. But you still only ever get one grenade box, so that's like a hassle. Anyway, that'll do it for the stream. Thanks to everybody for watching and joining for this first installment of 2021 Strong Week. I have been your Captain Vasco the Gamer. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. I'll be back tomorrow night and also next weekend, Friday, Saturday, at 6 p.m. Pacific to play some more Resonance of Fate. in accordance with our fictional holiday Strong Week. And as I said earlier in the stream, if it proves popular and people are interested in seeing more, we may continue to play it through the year. We'll figure that out as it goes. But for now, enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your day tomorrow until I see you, because I presume I will catch you all here for part 2 of Strong Week. Have a great night, everybody.